Hello everybody, welcome back to our AC Shadows playthrough. Today we are at the Sokai Kokoriga, where we're going to get enough Mon to upgrade our hideout one more time. And then after we do that, we are going to do what I forgot to do earlier. Which was... okay, this is really easy. It's right over by the hideout. We'll go there. Which is getting a knowledge point. We'll probably get the one at Iwashimizu Hachiman Shrine on Ogura Island, because that's not Ogura Island, is it? I feel like this is Ogura Island. Um, we'll grab the paying respects for the knowledge point, because that will then get us to level 3 knowledge, and then if we have time, I don't know, maybe we can go to Honoji as Yasuke, but we'll see. For now, let's focus on finishing up the Mon to get the contract done, so that way we can finally upgrade the hideout with a tea house or with apartments. Ration efficiency isn't a big deal right now. Hard to believe it's almost spring though. Maybe even it'll hit spring by the end of this episode. If not, I could always wait until spring comes around to enter Omi, which is possibly what I could do. But I don't know, it could take 4 or 5 episodes before we get there, and I don't want to waste 4 or 5 episodes doing nothing. Because I mean, we've been off of the main story for a while now. No one can deny that. I mean, apart from one little detour to do the Fool, we haven't really done main story stuff in the last 20 episodes. And the Fool questline took like 4 episodes to do. So, I don't think it's an issue whatsoever if we went and did, I thought you were enemies. Bandits. Alright, let's clear out their encampment now. Dang it, I missed. You ducked. Didn't duck that time, did you, buddy? Oh, that's us. Yeah, the crunching snow is probably what cost us the Sumi-E. Sure, lady. Bite you by putting a bullet in your brain. I'm out. Okay, so it looks like I need a, I am a monster. To Outlaws, I am the monster. I need a bullet in the Teppo in order to use that X ability. How many more bandits do we need? Like, 2 more? 5 more? Somewhere in the middle of those 2 numbers. Alright, we definitely have enough to get the outpost or hideout upgrade I want, so we're literally just gonna run right back over there. Okay, well, glad I missed. If I had a bullet, I would have fired it. Not too much further, Yasuke. Looks like an abandoned region, doesn't it? That's why it's a hideout. Only those who know or those who explore will find it. Especially with the long, winding, hidden path. Alright, let's build our newest goodie store, or hidey hole, I guess. I will say, this is turning into less of Tomiko's homestead and more of a settlement on its own, isn't it? I also wonder if Junjiro has gone to Kii and he just won't show up again until we go there. Alright, so once again, we're building the Nando. Well, I don't have enough for the Jinja in terms of crops anyways. But it's fine. Alright, place it there. It's off on its own. Stations. Let's do station set 2. And in terms of the wall station, I think we'll do a Sakiryu mask for spot 1. And then for the shelves, the Shinron statue. Spot 2, a loot. And spot 3, the show. Shame there's only one wall station. Alright, wait, we're level 7 now? With that building? I did not realize how much the hideout had grown. Yeah, we're level 7. Available scouts can bring gear at season's end. That's not really as good as refill health and adrenaline when you return to hidey holes. But that's still pretty nice. I'd much rather supplies though over gear. Alright, let's head over to the blacksmith now and let's start upgrading whatever we can with whatever money we have left. Specifically for Naue if we can. Where is he? Hey, Heiji.
Hello there.
Alright, mainly the Kusarigama. Okay, I can only upgrade at 1 level. And that's about it. Clearly. So we need to start saving up Mon. And to think at one point I was like, Mon, who cares? Oh, how I was a sweet summer child when I thought that. Alright. Next stop. Iwashimizu Hachiman Shrine. And we need to save up for Kokorigas because that's just going to be ease of travel, basically. Ease of travel and refilling supplies. Doesn't do anything for contracts, and I assume they don't do anything for like anything else, but think of them as bureaus, mini bureaus. So the more bureaus the better. In Baghdad, in Mirage, the same here. The more Kokorigas we have, the better. So buying them all is a great idea. You know, for whatever reason, I've been thinking about how I was confusing Ubisoft Quebec and Ubisoft Montreal. I swear, if you asked Americans what they thought the capital of Canada, what city they thought it was, they would either tell you Toronto or Quebec. Like, they just would. Let's finish him off. No idea what he was doing to this poor dude, but I don't really care.
I am glad to have found you alive.
Me too. Let me repay your kindness.
World rumor.
Is there anything you can tell me about this place?
Like, how many people will be able to tell you that Ottawa is the capital of Canada? Who are Americans? Probably not a lot. Then again, I don't know why they have Ottawa as their capital when Vancouver is obviously the better city, though I am biased. Anyways, like how because it's winter, everybody's wearing cloaks. That's a nice little addition. Let's get this codex page and pray at the shrines. Sorry. Just a praying samurai. Sorry, sideburns. Couple of kitties out and about. Hi there.
How soft you are.
Cute little kitty cats. Okay, this isn't a codex page, it's just a spot to pray. Next to... oh. You look like an Eco-Iki monk for a second. It's a little kitten. Oh, you remind me of my little kitty cat, except she's not a baby kitten like you are. But she is, and she also is extremely skittish.
Do you want to play?
Oh, that's cute. Brilliantly delivered line there. The "Do you want to play?" Looks like another kitty cat wants to say hello. Hi there.
You are
Hi.
very cute.
Hi. Honestly, I could just spend all episode petting kitties. Shame none of my actual kitties want to come and sit with me while I'm doing it. I will say, ooh, shrine completed and a knowledge point. It's a little bit disappointing, though I know why they did it. That they have Buddhist imagery like in this temple here, and there's no hold on, what is this? This is a kata teacher. Okay. There's no swastika, which probably surprises a lot of people. But the thing is, the Nazi use of the swastika was a massive cultural appropriation of a very different symbol, which in Buddhism is usually a symbol of I forgot exactly what it meant. I think it was something along the lines of good fortune, and it's a very auspicious Buddhist symbol. And I'm one of those people who believes that the best way to deal with stuff like the swastika is to reclaim it. When a far-right fascist group hijacks a swastika to do mass evil, or hijacks the American flag to demonize immigrants for absolutely no reason other than to aid billionaires, the best thing you can do is reclaim that symbol from them and make sure they can't use it for their own gain. Alright, anyways, Let's head back to the hideout, see if that triggers a spring. If it doesn't, then we will head back into Yamashiro and maybe explore a bit, try to get a sync point to end the episode. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, I do want to try to head into Omi in spring if possible. Okay. Well, love the way it's looking. This is my kind of weather. Cold and extremely misty. I always feel like there's such a sense of wonder. Like, it doesn't matter where you go, you can find something new no matter which way you turn. Like, no matter which way you turn, you're gonna find something new in a misty, cold environment. I love it. Anyways, let's head for the furthest sync point out in Yamashiro, at least in terms of closeness to Omi. And let's head for that. Ow! I love the scream.
Not ideal.
I love the little scream he does. That's so humorous for some reason. And hopefully next episode we'll make our way into Omi. Oh, sorry, beggar. Didn't mean to knock you away. I can say like a new year has dawned. And according to the Gregorian calendar, which I assume Yasuke would have some familiarity with, being a former slave of a Portuguese missionary. So he'd feel like it's, I don't know, time, I don't know, he would, okay, in my headcanon, Yasuke would choose that time as a way to, based off of the very relevant topic I used, reclaim that new beginning. Or at least despite them doing the exact opposite of what they wanted. Well, not the exact opposite, but he's no longer following their wishes. So to Yasuke, this is a bit of him spiting them by using their own day to forge his own path. Or their day to forge his own path. We'll see, though. Nice and gusty. Darker clouds hovering in the sky. Is that a temple up there? Okay, well, we're definitely gonna find that yokai thing up here, but I don't want to trigger it if I can avoid it. Discovery. Noiji Daiji Temple. Nyoji Daiji Temple, I think. Apologies once again for all the butchering.
What
Okay.
is all that racket?
I will go away. Rather than ask what is all that racket like Yasuke did. Why? Because... why bother with the yokai yet? We can do that later if at all. Though that looks to be an actual story quest. Instead of just factions or kill 100 bandits. Which reminds me. Sorry for all these interruptions. How close? 3 more. Iwashimizu Shrine. Oh, I didn't read this. I'm an idiot. This shrine, dedicated to the deity Hachiman, is located on a height, Mount Otokoyama. Sorry, Mount Otokoyama, overlooking the Yodo River south of Kyoto. It is a sacred place and protects the capital from negative influence. The Iwashimuzi Shrine is said to have been founded around 859 by Gyoko, a monk from Nara. Gyoko invited the great deity Hachiman from Usa in Kyushu to come reside near the imperial court. In Usa, the mythical Emperor Ojin, perhaps one of the 5 great kings of the 5th century, and his mother, Empress Jingu, a conquering female figure, were both venerated. It was recorded in chronicles that she invaded the Korean kingdom of Silla. Near Usa, there was a significant community of Korean immigrants and a copper mine where coins were minted. The divine entity of Usa, Hachiman, protected the mine. The new shrine quickly became an object of veneration by the court and notably the imperial family. As a result, the shrine became a place of imperial pilgrimage. Exorcism and magic rituals were practiced there whenever the country faced a political crisis or a natural disaster. From the 12th century, the deity Hachimen, whose connotation with war was present from the beginning, was recognized as protecting the Minamoto clan, the origin of the first shogunate, and Hachiman gradually became assimilated as a god of war. Kamakura, the capital of the shogunal regime in the south of Kanto, was built around the Surugaoka shrine. Surugaoka shrine, where the deity Hachiman was invited to reside. However, the Washimuzu shrine near Kyoto retained all its power throughout the Middle Ages, heading a large number of domains shown. Due to its strategic position south of the capital, the shrine repeatedly suffered the disasters of war between the 14th and 16th centuries. It was rebuilt under Shogun Tokugawa Iemitsu in the 1620s to 1640s. Cool. Alright. Oh, wait. Forgot to take a look at that image. It is Tokugawa Art Museum. Okay. Well, interesting. I'm a little disappointed we haven't hired anything else on the modern day storyline yet. It started out really strong in that intro. I'm kind of getting worried that we've seen all the modern day has to offer already. Which would suck. Would really suck. We might have to play as Naoe. Yeah, we're gonna have to play as Naoe to get this sync point, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Got an azalea bush. Yeah, we're gonna have to play as Naoe. Alright, well, that's fine. I could also go back and sell some stuff, see if that triggers spring, but I don't know. I might try it, and if it fails, just go back to Yasuke. Really? I can't press the L1 button and go further? Now I can. How really convenient. Alrighty, let's see if this is a different sync point music or if the only different sync point music is in Kyoto. Which is what it looks like. Till next time. Pagoda of the Hills synchronized. There's the Omi region. Not a lot out there. Viewpoint, undiscovered location. Seems mostly empty though. Ooh, there's a viewpoint out there. Another pagoda there. Undiscovered location. Viewpoint, undiscovered location. Viewpoint, undiscovered locations. Nijo Palace. And then areas I've already got intel on. Yeah, the only real info we got was about Sakamoto. And something on Mount Hei. Man, I forget how like long Omi province is. It's not wide like Kii, but from all the way down here, it goes all the way up the entire length of Lake Biwa. Alright, till next time.